Hello, I'm Ava, and today in this podcast we are going to be discussing about the topic, why are preservatives necessary in cosmetics? So let's begin. Say, you buy a cosmetic product and to your surprise, it has liquefied, caught fungus, or smells pungent. You are disappointed, and that is the reason preservatives are essential for any cosmetic product. Preservatives not only increase the shelf life, prevent alterations caused by microorganisms and contamination during shipment, storage, or consumer use, but also protects users from harmful effects of microbes. One of the first things to examine is the product's physical form, which ranges from aqueous liquids to anhydrous compacts. Because bacteria require a lot of water to grow, formulas that limit the amount of water available to them assist to inhibit their growth. Aqueous liquids are subject to high amounts of contamination unless they are properly stored. Cosmetics typically contain compounds such as glycerin and sorbitol, which give a source of carbon for microbes, as well as amino acid derivatives and proteins, which provide a source of protein for microorganisms. As a result, fungi, bacteria, and other microbes could contaminate them. In terms of the risk of deterioration owing to microorganisms, cosmetics have considerably longer usage duration. In some circumstances, this can take several years. Therefore, preservatives must be added in cosmetics for long-term protection against decomposition and foul odors caused by bacteria and to increase the shelf life. Or, in other words, preservatives are added to cosmetics to avoid contamination by suppressing the multiplication of germs and destroying them before they cause the product to deteriorate. What are the effects of preservatives? 1. To stop the spread of microorganisms. 2. To kill them rapidly. 3. To prevent the product from deteriorating. 4. To suppress the multiplication of bacteria. 5. To avoid product deterioration. 6. To protect the consumer. 7. To increase the shelf life of the product. Synthetic preservatives. Why say no? Synthetic disinfectants and germicides are used in cosmetics to sterilize the cosmetic product. However, numerous issues must be resolved before they can be used. For example, they may react with other substances in the cosmetic, may not readily dissolve in it, or their efficiency may be considerably reduced due to skin protein reactions, may cause allergic reactions to the users. Natural preservatives and man-made preservatives. A natural product is a chemical compound or substance obtained in the natural world. Natural preservatives, in the broadest sense, are any preservative created by humans to protect materials from harmful effects of environment and thereby protects the end user. It may be obtained as a byproduct of chemical synthesis in normal life, both semi-synthesis and total synthesis. Natural preservatives, due to unreliable access and supply, cost, and profit concerns, seasonal or environmental variability in composition, cause batch-to-batch variations and source loss due to natural disasters are generally not used at large. Synthetic products might be hazardous, and natural components can be safer and more effective, so how do we decide? Because of the seeming contradiction between natural and man-made beauty, people frequently fall into one of two categories. Is it really necessary to be concerned about the chemicals included in high-tech ingredients? Is natural beauty a hyped-up craze with insufficient evidence to back it up? Perhaps what's out of date is the thought that you have to pick between the two. In general, a naturally derived component, such as hyaluronic acid, that was initially derived from animals and has now been molecularly replicated to have the same effect in a laboratory. Just because something is man-made or artificial doesn't mean it's bad. What is natural? The phrase natural refers to materials that are grown and processed in their natural state. The absence of synthetic additives such as hormones, antibiotics, sweeteners, colorants, and flavorings is a distinguishing attribute of natural substance. An example is a fruit naturally grown on tree. As a result, it is not required to meet certification standards established by an accredited board of certification. The majority of the criteria, on the other hand, were based on natural ingredients. People often choose natural foods because they believe that excessive processing can degrade a product's nutritional worth. Some pure natural herbal powders which can prevent microbial growth in cosmetic products are 1. Neem leaf powder or oil Azadirachta indica, often known as neem or Indian lilac, and known to possess antifungal, antibacterial effect. Neem fruit, seeds, leaves, stems, and bark contain diverse phytochemicals, due to which it is used as insecticide. It also contains azidurichtin and related limonoids. The seed oil contains glycerides, diverse nimbolide, triterpenes, and beta-sitosterol. The yellow, bitter oil has a garlic-like odor and contains about 2% of limonoid compounds. The leaves contain quercetin, carotenes, and vitamin C. It is added in Ayurvedic and cosmetic formulations as a preservative. Dried neem powder is added in number of body powders, dry shampoos, face packs, and other herbal cosmetic products. As an environmentally safe and cost-effective, neem oil has been found to be effective as termite repellent. 2. Clove bud powder or bud oil. Syzygium aromaticum, long, laving are used as preservative in cosmetic formulations. Eugenol comprises 72% to 90% of the essential oil extracted from cloves and is the compound most responsible for its antifungal, antimicrobial activity. Clove bud powder is used in anti-pimple, anti-dandruff, tooth powders, toothpastes as a natural preservative. 3. Basil leaves and seeds powder and oil. Basil Ocimum basilicum, often known as holy basil. Tulsi. The phytochemical constituents of tulsi are acid, ursolic acid, rosmarinic acid, eugenol, linalool. Tulsi essential oil consists mostly of eugenol B-elamine, B-caryophyllene, with the balance being made up of various trace compounds, mostly terpenes. Dried tulsi powder is added in number of prickly heat body powders, dry shampoos, face packs, and other herbal cosmetic products. Tulsi oil is used as preservative in face pack, face wash, toner, astringent, etc. What is organic? To improve the product's quality, organic substances are prepared with modern processes. Before reaching the general public to be used, organic products should be certified by special agencies. Only if the standards are reached will the product be available to the general public. Furthermore, labeling is a vital step to consider, since it entails certain key norms and regulations imposed by each government or its authorized representatives. All of the preservatives on this list have been approved for use in herbal products. They are either generated from natural sources or are identical to those found in nature. Note, it is your obligation to ensure that your preservative system is working properly. We strongly advise having a lab do a microbiological challenge test, as this is the only way to be certain that your preservation system is working. 1. GeoGuard Ultra TM, patented. 2. GeoGuard R, ECT, patented. 3. GeoGuard R 111A and 111s4. GeoGuard R 2215. GeoGuard R LSA 6. LexGuard R Natural MB 7. Spectrostat TM G2 Natural MB 8. Uxil R K903 9. Versatile R TBG MB Conclusion. The only thing about microbes that is predictable is their unpredictability. They are living entities that can quickly adapt to their surroundings and utilize available nutrients to ensure their survival. This podcast only provides a basic introduction of the subject in order to obtain a better understanding of natural preservatives used in formulations. In the modern literature, fresh knowledge about specific preservatives and new species of microorganisms is continually being learned. Improved ways for regulating them and speedier means of detecting and destroying their presence and destruction are constantly being written about, thus remaining updated is best before formulating.